You know, if somebody would have said 17 years ago, you will have 8 children, I don't think we ever would have believed it. We've got Joseph, who's just turned 3, and Matthew, who's 5. Nancy's in 1st grade. Peter and Anthony are in 3rd. Joshua's in 5th. Lucas is in 8th. And then we have Madeline at prep, and she's a sophomore.
We moved over here in 2002 from the west side of the mountains, and we went to many parishes here in Spokane. And St. Peter's was the one that we actually stuck with, and it was a lot because of All Saints.
The Friedmakers are an awesome family here at St. Peter Parish. The 5 oldest kids, they serve at the altar, and Luke is a cantor, so he sings at Mass. The 2 older ones, Madeline and Luke, are involved in our youth group, so whenever the youth group is doing some kind of service project for the parish, they're right there with them, and they are just fantastically active here in the parish and in the school.
Kathy Hicks was the one that told us, think about it, pray about it, talk together, come up with a plan. And I remember we finally decided, this is what we can offer. This is what we can do. And it wasn't enough. It's a new commitment each year. Each year we go in and we sit down with Kathy and now Lori and kind of talk about what we can do and what's changed and what hasn't changed. And even still, how many years later, it's still a little bit uncomfortable to go in there and have to sit down. And I would love to be able to pay full tuition for every single one of my kids there. I would love to be able to do that.
At the administrative level of the school, we're trying to, again, be good stewards of what has been entrusted to us. We're trying to come up with that 1-year plan, 5-year plan to show in an open and transparent fashion that we fully expect the school to be living out the Catholic mission for the next 5 years easily, but here's what it's going to take to get there, and to communicate those needs so that we can show that the school is responsive to and responding to the call of Christ to live this mission. We need to have a properly functioning school that's open so that I can fill the want of going out and bringing kids like the Friedmakers in to fill that school, fill that empty building otherwise that's without life, until we get the kids in there to form the culture and make it into something great.
Finances should never be the reason why you don't get a Catholic education.
We are just so grateful for the Fair Share program. Without it, we would not be there. I know a family right now who has a child, he's just kindergarten, but in the public school. She desperately wants her child at All Saints, but she's too afraid to go have that conversation. So I guess it's just too bad, because it would happen.
It's more than just a home. It's more than just a educational environment. This is part of your extended family from now until whenever.
I want to make a strong and direct appeal to everyone that you consider carefully and prayerfully what you can give in support of the school. Support of the school really helps us to help these folks who may not otherwise be able to be part of our All Saints culture to be part of our All Saints school. I think of a lot of these kids that I've grown close to in their families my first couple of years here so far, that if I didn't get to interact with them in the school campus, my experience with the school, I know just the school in general, would be just not as good. It would be a greatly diminished culture. There would just be something drastically missing if we didn't get to have these kids in our school. And folks supporting the bottom line for All Saints to be able to go about the cost of doing business helps the school now to help these families to remain part of our school. And so whatever folks can give is greatly appreciated.